Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing another unboxing. Today I am going to be unboxing, I know I keep saying this way too many times, another highly anticipated film of mine, Saw 10, or Saw X, depending on how you read Roman numerals. Anyways, the Saw series has been very prevalent throughout my life. It's been very present throughout my entire life. I guess I could say I grew up on the Saw series because I used to be a nut for this series. I used to watch all of the films religiously. I used to study the characters. I used to study the plot. I knew every single inch of this movie's production. I knew every single inch of the plot, every single inch of the characters and their backstories. If you asked me to summarize the entire Saw plot, I do the whole thing. Now, not so much because obviously I grew up out of my horror phase, and I kind of realized that horror was the worst genre of film, so I stopped watching the Saw series. I did see Spiral whenever that came out, and it was terrible. It was one of the worst films of that year, and I was like, well, I don't know what else they could do with the Saw series. I think it's pretty much over. I think it's a wrap. But no, just as suddenly as this movie was announced, was as suddenly as it came out on DVD and Blu-ray and 4K. But this is just the DVD because it was all I could find at my local Walmart, as you can tell by the sticker there. Witness the return of Jigsaw. Yes, one of this film's major selling points is that Tobin Bell, aka John Kramer, comes back because he died in the third one. Oh, I should have put a spoiler. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to edit that. But yeah, he died in the third one, and he wasn't really seen throughout the rest of the series except in flashbacks. He was in a ton of flashbacks. He was in Jigsaw, but as another flashback. That film is if you don't really understand what's going on, you're gonna be confused as hell. He was in Spiral, but just a brief cameo appearance as a Polaroid photo. So yeah, I was like, okay, I guess they're not gonna introduce Jigsaw in the series ever again. But here we are, Saw 10. It returns that classic Saw font, that was not seen in Spiral. It seems like there's a new trap there. I think that's called the eyeball trap from what I've seen on... I haven't seen any clips of the movie because I didn't want to spoil it for myself. I kind of wanted to sit down and see the film. Not that I had super high expectations that this movie is going to be great. No. If you sit down and you watch a Saw movie, you can't expect a masterpiece. You have to expect a Saw movie, all right? Saw is no masterpiece. Saw is no masterpiece in storytelling. It's Saw, you see, what you see is what you get, sometimes cheesy, sometimes hilarious horror series that is strictly made for the gore. Strictly made for the intense graphic violence. That is the only reason why the Saw series exists. That's the only reason why they kept making more sequels, is because they saw how popular the gore of the first movie was. So they were like, hey, let's keep going. Let's keep making Saw movies, and let's make them bloodier and bloodier. So yeah, I spent 4 minutes talking about Saw, but anyways, that's how the series is really close to my heart in the worst way possible. But yeah, there's the spine. Here's the back. There he is, the man himself, Tobin Bell. And let's read the blurb. John Kramer, Tobin Bell, is back. The Saw franchise's most chilling installment yet explores the untold chapter of Jigsaw's most personal game, set between the events of Saw 1 and 2. This story finds a sick and desperate John traveling to Mexico for a risky and experimental medical procedure in hopes of obtaining a miracle cure for his cancer, only to discover the entire operation is a scam to defraud the most valuable... The most vulnerable, I meant. It's so small I can't really read it. Armed with a newfound purpose, John returns to his work, turning the table on the con artist in his signature visceral way through a series of ingenious and terrifying traps. So yeah, basic plot of a Saw movie is that, there's people in these traps in these games, and they have to beat said traps in order to survive and prove that they are worthy of living. And if they die, well, then they die. There's not much they can do. And it seems to come with a lot of special features. Audio commentary with director-editor Kevin Greutert. He was part of the original series too. Cinematographer Nick Matthews and production designer Anthony Stabley. Or Stabley, whatever. Drawing inspiration, makeup department trap test, deleted scenes, and the theatrical trailer. So this film is directed by Kevin Greutert. He was one of the original directors. We also have Greg Hoffman credited because Greg Hoffman passed away a long time ago, like before Saw 2 even came out. So now he's just always credited in any of the Saw movies, which I think is very nice. We got Pete Goldfinger and Josh Stolberg. I think they were also part of the original series. I don't know. Runs for 118 minutes. And, yeah. Let's open it up. I don't think there's going to be much, though. I feel like just the disc is going to be here. But, yeah. I like Saw. I love it, actually. It's a very nostalgic series. Very personal. I like it, you know. It's cool. Again, like I said, it's no masterpiece, but it is what it is. And you open it up, and whoa. There's that disc. Looks like it will have a purpose. I mean, it's obviously a buzzsaw, but it's carved from stone, and it's got a lock on it. It's got some skulls. It's got stuff on it. I guess, it's got a spiral right there, the classic spiral. And, yeah, it lists scissors, another scissors all in the corners. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, anyways, that is my unboxing of the Saw 10 DVD. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just realized that the tubes form an X. Wow, amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. And that's actually a nice touch because in Saw 4 or Saw 6, they used, on the cover, they used one of the traps to form the letter 6 in Roman numerals. So that's I guess that's a testament that the OG series is back. You know, no more of that spiral garbage. Spiral was terrible. As a Saw fan, that movie was disappointing as hell. I can barely constitute it as a Saw movie. And I'm going to have to make a review on that movie. I will make a review on that movie, and I'm going to tell you guys how bad it is. But yeah, that is it for my unboxing of the Saw 10 DVD. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.